So welcome back, everybody, and in this section of the show we're going to be learning some great yoga postures. We'd like to welcome Deirdre Denholm to the show. Deirdre, welcome.
Thank you.
And you've been doing yoga for a long, long time, I understand.
Yeah, I started doing yoga when I was in my 20s, and I got certified as a yoga instructor in 1999 and began teaching then.
And you're coming in a school from a very famous yoga teacher from India, Sivananda.
Yes, Swami Sivananda, and that's where my background is, in the Sivananda training.
So anybody who knows anything about India, he's a very revered Swami, originally from Rishikesh.
Yes, he began an ashram in Rishikesh, and he was a doctor, medical doctor, and one of his disciples, Swami Vishnu Devananda, came to the U.S. in 1957. Came to San Francisco and began an ashram there, I believe, and ashrams have continued, starting in the U.S. and Canada since then.
Tell us about some of the benefits you think you've received from yoga.
Yeah, well, one of the main benefits, I believe, is stress reduction. It's incredible for bringing a sense of peacefulness and calmness, and it increases your energy level, your stamina, day-to-day stamina, your flexibility, your strength. And a lot of people don't think of yoga as being something that increases strength, but it is a weight-bearing exercise, so it's very good for increasing bone density.
I can see. You look like a very peaceful lady.
Thank you.
And do you find yourself following a particular dietary regime when you practice the yoga?
Yes, I'm a strict vegetarian and have been for over 10 years.
Yeah.
So
all of this helps with health, and we're in a very stress-filled society.
We are, yes.
And I think if people would take just a little time, I mean, what would you recommend, on a daily basis?
I would recommend that people sit and do a few yoga postures, just a few, maybe 15 or 20 minutes in the morning if they can manage that time, just to stretch and try and relax. I think it's important that people take a few minutes, at least 10 minutes a day, just to relax.
So maybe you can show us some easy yoga postures.
Sure, I'd love to.
And if you're watching at home and you're in pretty relaxed clothes, then just join in with us.
Great. Well, why don't we start off with a simple cat stretch. Just coming up to what we call a table posture, just with your knees on the floor and the tops of your feet on the floor. Your palms flat on the floor and fingers spread apart. Back straight and relaxed. And just exhale and arch the back up, bringing your chin in towards your chest. Just exhaling out all the stale air. And then take a deep abdominal inhalation and raise your head up, dropping your lower back and dropping your abdomen and looking up towards the ceiling. And then just holding for a moment and then exhaling again, arching your back up, bringing your chin in towards your chest and pausing for a moment. And taking another deep inhalation, raising your head, dropping your abdomen. And then just coming back to center and just relaxing. We're just going to relax for a moment in child's pose. So just keeping your knees about hip width apart, just coming down onto the mat, bringing your forehead down onto the mat, your arms straight out in front of you, palms flat on the floor. Just take a couple of slow, deep breaths.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, it's a very relaxing posture, and we always do it in between postures, just to allow people to rest.
Of course, the yogis, they just observed animals and different things in nature, right? And
absolutely.
These were all, those animals really know how to relax. We don't know how to,
yeah, especially cats and dogs. And then just come back up into table position. And then just curl your toes under, and we'll come into downward facing dog. So just pushing your heels into the floor, straightening your legs, and bringing your head in between your elbows.
How's that?
Yeah, that's great. And then just seeing if you can push your heels right into the floor.
Wow.
It's a really good stretch for the back of the legs. And then you just push your palms into the floor and push away and down with your hands.
That's a great stretch.
It is. It's used a lot in yoga. And then just take another inhalation and bring your right foot up between your hands, bending your knee and turning your left foot out to the side slightly. And inhale again and raise your arms up to the ceiling. And this is called a warrior posture. It's a deep lunge and it's also a back bend. Just look up as your fingertips are pointing up towards the ceiling. And then exhale and come into another variation of warrior, which we call warrior 2. And you're just looking out over the fingertips of your right hand. And then we'll do a slight side bend, so bringing your right arm over your head, bringing your left arm down to touch the back of your left leg. Again, just looking up towards the ceiling. And then coming back into warrior 2. And inhaling again up into warrior 1. And exhaling, bringing your palms down beside your right foot, turning onto the ball of your left foot. Bringing your right leg back and coming into plank pose, just straightening your body.
Wow.
Good. Very good. I can tell you've done yoga before.
You're working me out here.
And then just come down to a low push-up, so you're not quite coming down onto the mat.
Oh my goodness.
And then come down onto the mat. And then inhale and come into what we call upward facing dog.
Wow.
So that's another really good back stretch. You can really feel it in the lower back.
That's like the cobra, right?
Yes, the cobra is similar, but your elbows are bent, and it's not quite as an extreme stretch. Upward dog, your arms are straighter, and you're up higher. There's also a baby cobra, which is even lower.
Huh.
So those are 3 variations, actually. And then you can curl your toes under and come back into downward facing dog. And this is a routine that we do frequently in the yoga classes.
So this is like beginner stuff?
Yes, it's beginner, but in intermediate classes we'll add more variations. You can come back down onto your knees.
Okay, we'll take a little rest.
That was very good.
That was fantastic.